Matt Vasgersian back now on the MLB pregame show, and as we draw closer to first pitch here in the finale of this four-game set, we present the Topps Player Spotlight. Darren James is in the glow. And Steve, he's already an exciting young major leaguer, but his play recently points to his future being very, very bright.
Well, Matt, I'm not so sure there's a young player in the game today that's more exciting than he is right now. He's been on an absolute tear, as you can see by the numbers there on the bottom of your screen. I'm just amazed at how comfortable he looks at the highest level of baseball despite his age. I mean, he's still developing as a ball player, both mentally and physically, which is pretty scary for everybody else because he's already playing at an all-star caliber level. I'm really excited to watch him perform in this game, but I can't wait to see what he might be a couple of years from now.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on the show right after this. Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today it's the finale of this four-game set between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. Now, if you love good pitching, this one's for you. First pitch is coming up. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Tom Diaz makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder, Tom Diaz.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Our temperature, a very comfortable 72 degrees as we get things started. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And a look now at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Yeah, you know, I'm going to be watching Yasmani Grandal pretty closely. He does a lot of things right at the plate. He takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Hey, one away.
And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this former USD Torero, Chris Bryant, one of the best in the game offensively, doesn't get a lot of accolades for his defense, though. Can play any one of a number of positions, but really settling in comfortably at third base. He's got soft hands. He's got an excellent arm. Very rare for a guy of his size.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Yasmani Grandal makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Into the box now, Matt Duffy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the seats, 0-1.
Here we go, guys.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Sent on the ground out to second. LaStella has it on to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting 6th, second baseman
Jose Diaz will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Hey, 2 away now, 2 away.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. 2 out, nobody on.
Here we go now. Let's go.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient, because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Andrew Susac leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Come on now, here we go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. To first. Oh, look at the stop by Rizzo. Got him.
He's out.
No way. That was awesome.
batting 8.
Oh, that is so smooth over there at first base. The ball's headed for the hole, but he pulls it in at full stretch. And then I thought he'd probably flip it, but he decides to just take it himself, and he wins that race to the bag.
Roberto Francisco is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The pitcher, number 49.
Jake Arrieta digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Coming to the plate now, Darren James, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Here we go.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Arrieta sets. Here's the 0-1. And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. Throw on to first in time, one away. Tom Diaz will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty good leadoff at bat because he made him throw a lot of pitches.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
All right, come on now.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
On the ground near home. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 0-2 delivery. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department.
Hey, come on. Get ahead. Stay ahead.
David Morales is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Yeah. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
1-2. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Lockridge is camped under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
Settling in now, Oswaldo Arcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Lays off 1-0.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Yasmani Grandal will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
The 1-0 delivery. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Giants have come back to knock this one up at 2 apiece. Matt Duffy is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 416 feet, the estimate on that last home run. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there 0-2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Hey, we got 2 down.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. Darren James will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Darren James.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Arrieta's got his target. Here's the first pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
Hey. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
One pitch right here.
High and deep to right center field. Morales ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
I don't know. That looked like a slider that time, but it was just sort of a cement mixer. It just spun and did nothing. And he whacks this thing into the gap. No way to run this one down, and he winds up at second.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Chris Bryant digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. Ground ball left side.
Come on, you're
throw
down.
Goes to
you're
third.
Down.
And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is really starting.
That's fine. Let's go right here.
Addison Russell will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Anthony Rizzo will get a shot here in a bases loaded situation. And you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So the Jose Diaz heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Second baseman, Jose Diaz.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Andrew Susak stands in as he looks at a called strike. 0-1, here it comes.
Hey,
He looks to be back in control now here in the 5th as that's swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Roberto Francisco, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. There is La Stella. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Jake Arrieta will stride into the box as he'll get things started for the Giants in their half of the 6th.
Jake Arrieta.
There's one here.
Hey, no one down here.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Lake on the move. A quick out number 1. Tom Diaz will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. Got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
1-0 pitch on the way. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
1 strike.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Hit to short, gloved by Russell. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder,
David Morales will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And another foul ball. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Bryant has got it, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6, and we are tied 2-2. Darren James steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
James.
Hey, get your pitch right here.
Big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Calling for it, Duffy. 2 gone. Oswaldo Arcia will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
I got it.
Russell is there to put this one away, and it takes just 1 pitch to record the first out of the 7th. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up.
Hey, we got one.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, there's no question this guy's got to be in the running for the Cy Young this year. He makes quick work of this guy on 3 pitches. That was just too easy.
Hey, now we got 2.
Stepping in now, Matt Duffy. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Yourself right here. Let's go, baby.
Rocket to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Cut it. Hold on to it.
Jose Diaz will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Hot shot to third. Bryant's got it. The toss will go to La Stella at second, and the force out means the inning is over. One left for San Francisco. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Andrew Susac will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly one away.
Now batting, shortstop.
Buster Posey will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Posey.
Hey, get ahead. Stay ahead
Shot
right here.
fouled over towards the coaching box. The 0-1 delivery.
We got one here. We got
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Late. Waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Brandon Crawford will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 35, Brandon Crawford.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Sit down now. Sit down.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Not a lot of offense in this ball game, but what offense was provided came primarily from this guy, our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits.